in this tutorial, we started making, this is carry on from the base, and this time we're going to make the sides. Now, I started at the end of the first tutorial to make the side. Now that I look at that, I realise I've made a bit of a mistake here. Yes, I want the finger joints to go in the way here, because that's where the wall is, but this part here, I want that to actually go down the way. Okay, so it's going to stick into the base, and this bit's going to stick into the lid. Okay, so how I'm going to do that is I am just going to sort of delete these measurements here. If it will let me, I wonder if I can just do the lines. Okay, I'm going to go to Trim Entities, make sure I'm on the bottom, Trim to Closest, and I'm just going to get rid of that line there, there, and there, and I'm going to do the same for this one here. Okay, and that removes the dimensions as well, so hopefully I won't get any excitement there. Okay, I'm going to use a rectangle, and this time I'm going to be drawing down the way. Okay, and again, I don't need to be too accurate. Obviously, I want to get dot to dot, but how far going down the way it doesn't really matter. I'm a bit wrong there, so just push escape and start it again. So from there to there. Third time, so let's try again. So from there, that's better. Okay, going across the way and up. Okay, so now I can use my smart dimensions in there and say that the side's going to be 3mm sticking out the way, and that's going to be into the box, the bottom into the thing, and 3mm down the way. And again, my finger joints are all 10, so just saying that's 10, that's okay. And this one here should be 10 as well, and that's worked fine. Okay, so now again, still on Trim Entities, make sure I'm on the Trim to Closest, and then I can now trim that bit and that bit there. Okay, sorry for the beeping, my computer seems to be low in resources. Okay, so now I am fully defined. I've got that's that gold standard. Alright, so the computer knows exactly what the sides are. So I'm now going to extrude this, and then I can bring two versions of it. I'll attach that onto the base. So I'll have the base and I'll have the two sides on. Okay, so I'm just going to say OK there. I'm going to come out of the sketch. Make sure that I'm clicking on. Still select sketch 1 is select. I want to go to features. Okay, extrude, and I can just say 3mm and OK. I'm just going to save that now. So file, save as. I'm going to call this projector box, and this will be the side. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start an assembly where I can bring the three parts that I've made so far just to see how it's looking. Okay, so I'm going to go up to New, and select Assembly, and OK. Now down the side here, this is where I'm going to bring the parts in. Now already here, it's actually saying, do you want to bring the side in? I'm not going to bring that in first. I want to bring the base in first. So that acts as, obviously, as the base. So I'm going to say Browse. Hopefully that will take me to my file. So I'm going to bring in the base and say Open. Okay, and that should bring in my first part here. Okay. Now, I'm now going to bring in the sides. They're going to fit in here and here. So I go to Insert Components and Browse and Side and Open. I'm just going to do one at a time. Okay, and that's going to fit just into that bit there for me. Okay, so I'm just going to put that there, sort of near it, but not next to it. Okay. Now, let's have a quick recap on mating. Mating, I'm going to need to connect this 3 different dimensions. So it's going to be that dimension that way, okay, this dimension this way, and then the kind of up-down dimension. Okay, so I'm going to do the kind of up-down first. Okay, so I'm just going to hold the mouse wheel and spin that around. Okay, and I'm just going to say this part is going to mate with that part. So those two are level. So I go to, so look, where's mate there? Okay, so top left, 3 in, mate. Always use the coincident. So I'm going to click on there. Okay, and I'm just going to say that flat surface there, so not an edge, not a corner or anything like that. It's this flat surface there is going to mate with this part there. And that will cause that to push up that way. Okay, when I'm happy, say OK. I'm now going to bring this, what should we do? We've gone that way. Let's bring it sideways, okay? So I'm going to say this part here is going to touch that part there, okay? Don't be shy about moving things in. Don't be shy about kind of moving, sort of zooming right in so you can see what you need. So it's this part here. Okay, I'm still on mate. Just double check it's on coincidence. And I'm just going to turn that around. So that part there is going to click on there. Okay, and that's going to fit that way. I'm going to say OK. It's not quite in. There's still one dimension I need to move. And this is, if I look, I kind of pull it towards me. Okay, so I'm just going to say that surface there is going to be a coincident mate with this surface here, and that will push that final bit in. Okay, I can say OK. I can zoom out now. We'll spin around just to check that it looks OK. That looks fine. All right, so I've now got a side of my box, and I'm just going to do the same on this side here. So again, I go to Insert Components. Now, actually, because I opened it before, it's on the side, so I can actually just drag that in. That's a little bit easier. Okay, and just click where I'm happy. And I'm going to do the same three, I only want 3 mates there, okay, each time. Okay, so mate, this part here, this underneath there, is going to be coincidence with the bottom. Okay, so that brings it level up, down to start with. Okay, and then we'll do the side to side. So it's going to be this side here is going to touch that side there, inside the finger joint. Okay, which is going to be this part there. So it's going to bring it that way. And then the final is just to make sure that it's flat. So this part here mating with that part there, and that should bring that in there. Okay, mating is quite fiddly. Okay, hopefully I've done that quite quickly, but you may have to do it a few times. Don't worry, it's just keep practicing until you've got there. Okay, so that's the conclusion of this tutorial on how to make the sides and mate them.